I probably should have turned. Where's the phone at, Gizmo? Oh, I got it. Oh my goodness. Now I need a paper towel. I had my wig on, y'all, but I took it off because I was too comfortable to be sitting around in that wig. So I took that off. If y'all having a problem with me without my wig, then you just gonna have to have a problem today because I took my wig off. Now, what? Did she shave her head on the sides? Oh no, that's she dyed it blonde. It just looks different. Oh, I'm trying to see who here. Y'all, give me a minute. Give me a minute to get situated. I wish I had a paper towel so I can wipe this water up because I don't want to sit my cards here and it's wet. Let's just try. I need to put my crochet needle back before it come up missing, and I'll be mad. We'll give a couple more people a chance to come in before we get started. If y'all hear that noise in the background, that's my heater, child. My it is cold here. I think it's in the 40s, if I'm not mistaken. So it's cold, and I have my heater, my little space heater going. I'm pretty sure if it's not raining now, it's getting ready to rain. So, hey, Lady Hathor. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Rachel. How's everybody doing um, today? How's everybody been doing? Um, if you're one of my members, you need to send me your address so I can send out the Christmas cards. Because what I didn't do was when I sent out the member appreciation packets, I didn't keep everybody's address. I know they're in my email, but like I didn't write them down in like a book, so I don't have everybody's address to send out the Christmas cards. And y'all need to hurry up if you want a Christmas card so that you can um, get it by Christmas. Because this what, the last week before Christmas? Isn't Christmas next week? I think it is, child. I don't know. You know, it's different when you don't have small kids in the house for Christmas, even though we have grandchildren. They're not in the house with us, they don't live with us. So, Christmas is different. I'm not saying Christmas is not as big or, whatever, but we didn't really decorate this year. We didn't, because we usually um, do a lot of decorating for Christmas. I mean, just a whole bunch of stuff. And we really didn't do anything this year, so um, I do want to send out some Christmas cards, and I know I'm waiting until the last minute, but if you want it, let me know. Send me your address to my um, email, and I will send you one. So I don't know if people had an opportunity to look at the. Yeah, my little friend is gonna be sitting there during this video, so get used to her because I do love my squishmallows. I got her for Christmas, and I don't feel like hiding. I don't feel like trying to wrap her, so I kept her out. What is her name? Prim, and she is in a family. I think. Let's see. How many other ones is it? One, two, three, four, five, six. There's six other ones in her family. So I'm pretty sure I ain't getting all six, but I do have her. She is a. She looks like a pig, but she is obviously a unicorn because she has a unicorn horn. But she looked like a pig to me, though. I didn't read her description because I like to give them, my own little stories. Anyway, later Hathor said, I finally went Christmas shopping for the first time this year. Girl, we went, we did some shopping last weekend. We had did some other shopping. We had took my granddaughter shopping one day, and she got some things. But we only went to like one store. For one thing, it's been so crazy, and I don't want to say just here in the Bay Area because it's been crazy other places too, where people have been doing those, snatch and grabs at stores and stuff. Where it really put me in the position where, I really don't want to go shopping because I don't want to go to the mall and take one of my grandkids to the mall and we get involved in, some ignorant people show up at the mall and want to break into a store and we're in the mall and we got to protect, I don't even want to go through that. Like I wanted to go to San Francisco to Union Square and see the big Christmas tree, but they're having so many car break-ins that I don't even want to do that. Like I don't want to get out there and somebody breaking our just like it's nothing in our car. But people they don't know that they breaking car windows and doing all kind of stuff, trying to get stuff out of people's cars, and I don't really want to deal with that. So yeah, we're not. Um, we haven't done any like major Christmas shopping. Plus, I was telling my granddaughter, I was like, if you want something, let me know, and we can order it and have them deliver it to the house. I don't know why this phone is just now updating, but we gonna let it do what it do. One of those is my sister, and I don't know how to make it stop, y'all. Yeah, it's too easy now to, order stuff from Amazon. Like I did order a few things from Amazon. I did order some stuff from Shein. As a matter of fact, I'm still waiting for a Shein package to arrive. But those things were for me. Like I didn't really order a lot of stuff from other places. Okay, come on, phone. Is that it? Yeah, I guess that's it. So I'm not really sure who picked what on the cards that I had posted on the community tab. And I let me go back and see so I can at least do them in order. Hold on, I'm not gonna miss your comment, but I want to see if I can at least get these in order, the order that I had posted them in. Okay, so yellow calcite was the first one, and so the the affirmation is I am mindful, and whoever picked yellow calcite, you had to have picked it. Let me see, did I show? Yeah, because the only thing I showed was the affirmation. So you picked it for the affirmation alone because you didn't get an opportunity to see what the actual crystal concept is. So obviously, I am mindful reminded you or triggered your mind in a way to remind you to be mindful, because sometimes we're not. We do get in a position where we get so busy and we get so bogged down with life that we kind of forget to be mindful of what's really going on around us. So yellow calcite is for distance healing, for cleansing, and for learning. Like, you can use it when it's a good crystal to put around you when you're studying, maybe for a test, a big test that's coming up, or if you have a child that may be ADD or has some learning disabilities. This would be a good crystal to put in the area where your child studies or where you study to help you, maybe focus or keep your attention on one task. I remember one issue that I had growing up. I was a very good student, but I was extremely disorganized. Like, if you saw my binder, you would wonder, like, how is this kid passing? Because my work would just be like thrown into the binder, not really separated the way it should be. But I was a good student. I just had very bad organizational skills. So, you know, certain crystals help us to stay focused and to help us stay organized and stay mindful, stay on task. And yellow calcite is one of the crystals that is good for that. So, whoever picked yellow calcite, that is your reading. I am mindful, and it is good for distance healing, because sometimes if someone calls you and they're in another state and they say, can you pray for me? You know, or can you send me some good energy? This would be a good crystal to maybe put that person's, write that person's name down in your prayer for them, and just lay this crystal on top of your prayer petition. You can sit that on your altar, or your sacred space, or whatever. This would be a really good crystal to use for that. So that was the first one. The second one was abalone, and the affirmation is I am beautiful. I am beautiful. And me and abalone just recently started to have a interesting uh, relationship because I just didn't really realize how beautiful abalone was. So just recently, I have become attracted to the abalone stone. I have been making jewelry with abalone. I don't have any nice size pieces yet, but that will be um, one of the ones that is on my list to have next. And I am beautiful. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves of how beautiful we are. I had a moment today where someone else in the YouTube community had posted, how many views they had gotten this year, and it was over 1 million. Their channel is bigger than mine, and they had gotten over a million views. And for a split second, I was like, wow, I wish I had 1 million views. But I had to catch myself and remind myself that I am where I am supposed to be. You cannot spend your life comparing yourself to other people because your comparison to other people will more than likely always hurt you. You are where you're supposed to be. You know, you look the way you're supposed to look. You look the way you were made to look. You are beautiful regardless. Because a lot of people put so much emphasis on your progress or who you are on social media. That is so important to a lot of people. And social media is such a small part of my life. What I do on YouTube, what I do on Instagram, or what I do on TikTok is maybe 1% of my life. My life does not revolve around my success on social media. Thank God I've had a real job and I have retired from a real job, so I'm not forcing myself to excel on social media. This is not my job. This is a hobby for me. But other people look at your success in numbers. My success is the happiness of my husband, the happiness of my grandkids, the happiness of my family. That's my success. My success is not YouTube. And I think a lot of people, that's where a lot of people, get caught up comparing themselves to what other people are doing, comparing themselves to other people's lives or other people's happinesses, and what other people have achieved. And you look at yourself and you're like, well, I haven't achieved that, I'm a failure. No, you're where you're supposed to be in life. Where you are right now is where you're supposed to be, and you just have to keep going, but not comparing your life to someone else's. Because if you're constantly comparing your life to someone else's life, you're constantly putting yourself down. It's going to always be somebody out there doing better than you. It's going to always be somebody out there driving a newer car than you, living in a bigger house than you. I'm pretty sure people on this block, even though we all live in the same housing community, there are houses in this area that are bigger than the one that we live in. Do we care? No, because we have a roof over our head. Almost all of our neighbors that live in this, not almost all of them, but a lot of them that live in this area drive a Tesla. We drive a Lincoln Navigator. We don't have a Tesla, okay? But that's their Tesla. I don't even want a Tesla though, to be honest. But if I did want a Tesla and, my next door neighbor has a Tesla, then that's good for them. We can still walk outside and get in the car that we own and go to the same stores that they go to. They're just going in a different car. You have to be happy where you are, who you are. Because the other day, I'm going to tell you guys this. I had ordered this dress from Shein in the summer, the beginning of the summer. I had ordered this dress from Shein. And I had decided, um, oh, I've never worn that dress. I'm gonna wear it for our anniversary. And I put the dress on and it was too tight. Now I could have let that just mess up our whole anniversary. I could have. I put on something else. It wasn't what I wanted to wear, but I wasn't going to allow that one thing to mess up my whole anniversary dinner because I didn't have on the dress that I really thought that I was really going to be cute in. It was raining, it was wet. I still wanted to wear that dress though. But when I tried it on, it was just too tight. Like I probably could have gotten away with it, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to be like all night. No. I put on something else and we had just a great time. We had a beautiful time. It was a great dinner. Don't let one thing or, one problem disrupt your happiness. You are beautiful. You are safe. You know what I mean? And if you're not, then you need to work on a way to become safe. If you don't think that you're beautiful, you need to sit down and write down why don't you think you're beautiful. Oh, because I have been going through it with this hair. Me and this hair have been going through it. But I'm finding solutions. I'm getting headbands, the little turban hats, jeweled headbands. I'm wearing my wigs more. I'm getting used to, putting the wigs because, I was really just making a big deal out of nothing because it's really not that hard to put the wig on, spray it or, fluff it up and go on about that my business. It only takes about 5 minutes to put on a wig and, straighten it up or whatever. If I don't like something, figure out how to change it. If there are things about yourself that you don't like your skin, fix it. Go to a dermatologist, drink more water, figure out what it is about your skin that you don't like. Is it too dry? Then you need to get a moisturizer. If it's acne, see a dermatologist. Drink more water. I have little dark circles or and I get enough sleep, so it's not sleep. It's just, my skin is getting older. I use concealer. When I want to go out and, dress up a little bit, I put a little concealer under there and go on about my business. If it's something that you don't like, it's something that is causing you not to feel beautiful, write down what it is and fix it. If it's your weight, fix it. Lose weight. Stop eating the things that you know are horrible for you. I'm always complaining about my weight, but look, I'm gonna drink my Starbucks. I'm gonna eat my fast food, and you can't do all those. You can't do all those things and lose weight. You just can't. So obviously, the weight is not a problem for me because I'm not doing anything to fix that yet. But write down the things that are causing you to not feel beautiful. If you cannot look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful, if you cannot say that affirmation and really believe it, then you need to write down why. Why? What is it? Like, have a real serious conversation with yourself and ask yourself, why can I not really look at myself and say that I'm beautiful? And fix it. Write those things down. Be honest. Keep a journal and write down. Be honest. Brutally honest with yourself. Write the reasons down that you don't feel beautiful and start fixing them. Because really, the only thing that and not going to say like don't like or don't think is super beautiful about myself right now is my weight. I do need to get my weight down. But that's it. I already know that. Everything else, when I when I get dressed up, I am bad. Do you hear me? For 57, I be out here thinking I am. You can't tell me nothing when I really get cute out here in these streets. I'm cute, okay? Even chubby. That's the only thing. Everything else, I love. So you gotta. That's where you have to be. You have to be there. I am beautiful. And I know a few people picked this because I saw it. I think this one got picked more than any of the other ones, if I'm not mistaken. So, abalone is the stone for communication. Communication. We all need that. It's the stone for communication, beauty, and peace. And I think we all need all of those. We all need to, live and work and function in a peaceful environment. So this is just a nice stone to have around you. A lot of people wear um, abalone. I've seen a lot of jewelry made from abalone. So the next one is the blue opal. And that one is I am confident. That is the affirmation for blue opal. I am confident. Now, these you can put all of these affirmations together. Your bathroom is a great place to have maybe a little area where you put up post-it notes with your affirmations. You get up in the morning, you you know, your bathroom is normally the first place you go in, and you slowly start to remind yourself and put these affirmations on repeat, because if you see them, you will more than likely say them, and they will become a regular routine in your mind if you're seeing them every day. So either you can put a few of them up in there at a time, or if you want to just concentrate on one, just put one up, and then when you feel like your spirit has really absorbed that, you can take that one down and put up another one. I like to have a few of them up so I can, read all of them and remind myself of them. But it's a great time when you're, just idle time. Like when you're brushing your teeth, you can repeat your affirmations in the morning when you're washing your face. When you're doing those routine, some just routine task, is a good time to repeat your affirmations and get them on a repeating cycle in your mind. And that also keeps away those negative thoughts that we have a tendency to allow to come up in our spirit. Also, when you're feeding your spirit positivity, it keeps the negative thoughts down because you're, you know, bringing that those positive words into your spirit. So the blue opal is inner strength, intuition, and change. And sometimes change is a very hard thing for some people. Some people, like myself, I am a creature of habit. And big change, it takes me a while to get used to, big changes. Like I really don't like moving. It takes me a while when we move for me to get comfortable, for me to, really be able to sleep somewhere different. Like when we go on vacation and stuff, I'm super tired after we come back because it's very hard for me to sleep in a hotel in a bed that's not mine. Like I'm always so happy when we get home and I can sleep in my own bed because it's really hard for me to sleep in other people's, beds, knowing other people have slept there. And, I just don't feel as safe other places as I do at home. So change is really hard for me. Intuition is something that I have noticed that a lot of people have a hard time with. We all have intuition. We all have that very quiet voice within us that is, our conscience. Some people call it our conscience, or whatever, that, tells us what to do if we are open to it. And if we're not receiving so many other random messages that we can't really tap into our intuition. So the blue opal helps us to tap into our intuition, you know, free up some of that space around our intuition, because our intuition is there. It's just so much going on sometimes in our lives that, we can't hear it because we have so much other stuff going on, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. So that was the um, crystal reading for the week. And we're probably going to do a um, oracle um, deck reading for the week also. What's some of my favorite crystals? Right now, labradorite is my favorite crystal. My favorite. I just love the flash. I love crystals that have like either rainbows in them, occlusions in them. Like I like really flashy um, crystals. I went through a phase where I didn't really like darker um, crystals, but now I don't really care. Like, of course, I'm always going to love amethyst. Amethyst is up there high on the list. I love rose quartz. I love any type of quartz. I love quartz. Um, I don't know. I just like I just like crystals. I just like to have a lot of different crystals. I don't think I have one. I mean, I really do love labradorite. I just love having them around me. They just sit right with my spirit right now. And I think we go through phases. We go through phases. We go through periods where this may be the crystal that is going to, maybe help you for 6 months. Like you may be just attracted to amethyst. Like I went through a couple of years of my holding on to amethyst. And now I'm on to labradorite. So it is kind of like my um one of my favorites. What LaRose says, shopping for Christmas is stressful for me as well. The family has birthdays on the 18th, 19th, 26th, 28th, and two on January the 5th. Amazon saves me with affordable gift. Yeah, my grandkids, mostly all of their birthdays are in November and December. All six of them, either November or December. And my oldest granddaughter, her birthday is right after Christmas. So, yeah, we be busy. This time of the year is always busy for us. Hello, Sean Tasia Hicks. Kimberly said, what's a beginner start to spirituality? Um, Finding out what you want, what you're interested in. My spirituality started as a very small child. I've been um, in church since I was a little kid. And I think things come to you, um, crystals. I was introduced to crystals by my first husband when I was in my 20s. I was introduced to crystals and meditation. Now, I had not heard, like, I knew what meditation was, but I thought only like Buddhist people did meditation. Now, this was when I was in my 20s, and mind you, I was a very serious, grew up in a very serious Christian household. So I had no idea what meditation entailed. I had no idea what, crystals. I thought that tarot cards were from the devil and they were witchcraft and only witches, um, you know, dealt with them. Like there was a lot of things that I had to unlearn because of Christianity. So you have to find out what you are interested in, like what has come to you, things that you may think, oh, that's a coincidence. I keep seeing that. Or every time I open TikTok, I see somebody talking about tarot cards. There are no coincidences. These things are dropped into your spirit for a reason. So find out what it is you're interested in and go from there. You may not be, crystals may not be your thing. They don't have to be. Like, you don't have to be interested in everything that someone else that you consider spiritual is interested in. Everybody that talks to me, or, everyone that has a reading from me or a consultation from me, they're not all into the Orishas. Some people just want a regular reading. Some people are having problems loving themselves or, drawing love to them. Some people have problems with depression. Some people have problems with money. You never know. And some people don't want to have anything to do with the Orishas. That's why I tell people I still love Jesus. I still pray. I still do all of those things because I think that keeps me more of a well rounded person. I can't just not do something that I've been doing all of my life. And plus, that kind of limits you in a way because I want people that are Christians to still be able to come to me if you want me to pray for you and that's the only God that you understand, then that's what I use. So you have to figure out what you want to do. you know what is going to make you happy spiritually. What do you feel like your calling is? So that's, start there. Everybody is not spiritual. There are some people out here who are just living their lives that, spirituality is just not their thing. Maybe it ain't your thing. Don't try to do it because you see other people doing it. Don't jump on the witch bandwagon because there's so many people being witches on TikTok and you want to join the witch group. And that may not even be for you. You know what I mean? You don't have to go out and buy $500 worth of crystals because you want to fit in with the crystal people, but you don't even like crystals like that. Now, I do. I can go into a crystal store and literally lose my mind. Like I am that attracted to them. Like when I go in a crystal store, it's like someone have opened up the floodgates of heaven. I am just that happy. Like I literally lose my mind. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Like I just don't know which ones to look at first. That's why I really like going to smaller crystal stores because when I go to like big crystal stores, I get overwhelmed because I just want to take all of them home with me. But that's because I like them. That is something that I enjoy. That may not be something that you enjoy. So you have to find out what you enjoy, what you feel like you're um, connected to. Shantae just said, I know your faith has evolved, but do you still have connection to the idea slash spirit of Jesus? Yes, I do. I do. I still pray to Jesus. I still have a very serious connection to Jesus. I feel like I always will. I don't think in your spiritual walk you just, kick one God to the curb because you're doing something else. Oh, I don't like you anymore, so I'm going to go over here and be with the Orishas. No, it's not like that. I still love Jesus. I still pray. I still enjoy gospel music, you know, but my crystals and Orishas and all that have nothing to do with that. Hey, KK. Has anybody heard from Phyllis? Because I sent her a package and it came back. And I haven't seen her in a while and I can't find her email. I'm one thing I'm going to try to do next year is to get more organized. I've always had an issue with organization though. I don't know, that's just kind of like part of who I am. Hey Jennifer. So I was going to do some some of the questions, but I think we're gonna have to do those tomorrow because I don't want to push this Wi-Fi. And we doing good, but it is getting windy. And I know when it gets windy, my Wi-Fi be like, you know what? I'm gonna take a nap right now, right in the middle of what you doing, girl. I don't care. Cause I've been trying to watch HBO today, and every time I turn HBO on, it crashes. Cause I'm trying to watch that new Sex in the City. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I've been trying to watch it, and so every time I turn my HBO on, the thing on my TV crashes. And I meant to tell my husband maybe he needs to take it off and reinstall it because we got this new Roku and it's been acting crazy. So maybe we'll do the card, the book answers, the book questions tomorrow. And if you want to make sure that I answer your question, don't put them here because I don't know if the chat, when I upload the live, I don't know if the chat is available. But go to the community page. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. That ain't it. Okay. I'm gonna do a new post. When I get off here, I'll do another post. And if you want to make sure that your question is answered when I do the live, you can either put your question, if it's not personal, you can put your question there, or just put a question mark, and that way I know that you have a question, and I will try to get to yours first because you were in this live. Now I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to post a picture in the community tab. Go there and either post your question or post a question mark. And since you were in this live, I will answer your question before other people. That makes sense? It makes sense to me. And if it don't make sense to you, make it make sense. Okay? So we're gonna go. We've been on here 48 minutes. I'm trying to keep these under an hour. Um, I'm gonna try to get more organized next year. That's what I need to put as my affirmation. I will get more organized in 2022. Okay? I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. I hope y'all are not having any bad weather. We are, it is cold. Um, it's been raining. It's not, it may be raining now. I can't tell. But it has been pretty chilly here in California. I'm in Northern California. So I don't know what's going on up in Southern California. In LA, the sun probably shining. But here in Northern California, it is chilly and wet. So I hope y'all not having that. I hope y'all having some good weather. Um, I will see you guys tomorrow. It will either be a video, or I'm trying to get my husband to come on and show you guys what he got me for our anniversary. He said he was gonna do a video, so we'll see. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.